Well, hello there, Aquarius. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about September. September is going to have 4 columns and 3 rows. We're doing the full overview this week. So at the end of the reading of the overview, of course, I will go in depth on the very first week of September. So let's go ahead and light the candle and get some good mood going on here. We are using the San Benito candle that we did last month. The prayer is going to go in complete effect without me reading it this time, so keep that in mind. We're under full protection. And that's pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and put this candle over here. Very nice. We are protected. All right. A couple of things going on. A little housekeeping project. We are naming the turtle on the table, correct? So even as we stand here and look at it, we go, okay, what's his name? So I would love for you to put a name in the box in the comments below. Let me know what you want to name him, and we'll vote on it in the very last week of this month. So that will be super fun. I will make a big deal out of it, and you'll be very clear that it's time to vote. I hope that you'll jump in and be of service in that way, because it will be super fun if you do. All right? Excellent. A couple of messages from my better angels. They're talking to us very much about how it's important for us to let the veil fall, let the illusions fall. That means that if we're looking at the world and through rose-colored glasses, we want to be open to seeing things exactly as they are and not the way we think that they are. All right, so some cases it'll be better, in some cases not so much, and that's okay. When we finally look at things clearly, we'll be able to make better decisions, all right? But it also means that we need to drop our masks. So if we're putting up a front, we need to be more vulnerable and allow people to get to know the real us, okay? So with that being said, the next message from my better angels is all about how we need to be ready, be prepared, have a go bag. Things are not quite settled yet, so the universe isn't quite finished moving and shaking and wetting and all that stuff. So the weather is going to be a little wonky, and we want to be prepared by having a go bag, and that will be very handy, all right? And finally, we're all in this one together. Everybody's up, needs to be lifted up. Bring everybody up with you, because you and your neighbors need to work together towards the common goal of being like on the same page and ready to go. That is kind of critical. So I love that for us. I think we're all going to be ready to go in some way soon, and I do want to know that you're receiving this message, but as you wish. Comment below if you like. All right, so if this resonates with you and you're kind of getting it, awesome. And once again, if Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And if you haven't liked, shared, subscribed yet, now's a good time to do so. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get into the cards now. We have 5 decks we're going to play with. This deck here is the Magical Nordic Tarot. We're going to use it for the guiding card for the month. This is a 1 card that will take good care of Aquarius all month long. We'll revisit it every week and talk about it every week a little bit as we approach what's going on and see how things are going. There it is. That one right there. All right. So, very cool. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. And your guiding card is the 2 of Pentacles. Well, Aquarius, it's all about keeping things balanced financially or in your world of abundance, because there's opportunities here for you to understand the goodness and wonderful things, and making sure that you're not overdoing it in any one area. All right? That will be something that goes on off and on all month. So just be aware that you want to just kind of pace yourself. All right? Cool. So there. Perfect. Now then, a mystery card for the week of August 31st through September 6th. This is the Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck, and I'm going to pull a card for you. It's the mystery card for this week. and we're going to look at it at the end of the reading, and it will help clear things up and or add a new layer of understanding to the situation. And I think that it'll be super fun. All right, so we're going to set that over here. We'll get one of those every week, a different one every week. So I think that'll be fun for us. Go ahead and have that card right there. Now then, finally, we're going to use this Tempest deck and get the overview laid out. All right, so we talked about the 4 columns, which is going to be one card for each, one column for each week of the month of September. First row is where you're at. Second row is going to be what's blocking you each week, and third row will be a solution for each week. So this is going to be a good one. All right, cool. I'm going to set these cards aside. And now let's talk about what is going on right here. All right, so in the overview, we're going to go week by week and then in depth on the very last week. All right, so let's see what we have here. This is for August 31st through September 6th, the first week of the month. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is showing me that there is somebody in your life at this time. This could be you, this could be somebody else. Feminine energy person who's very concerned about the money, speaks about money all the time, always looking for a good deal, always sharing a good deal she found so that everybody can win. She likes everybody to be lifted up by her good deals. Did I tell you they were on the sale at Kmart for da-de-da? You should go to Kmart right away, stat, and get that at a bargain. All right, 3 for 1. Perfect. Okay, so whoever she is, she's an ally in some way. So let's go ahead and look at the next card down where you're blocked. Oh, you're not remembering lessons from your past. Okay, interesting. So for some of my Aquarians, this could be a person who, while they talk about money, they may not have any. So they might have other situations going on, but you may be getting suckered into some sort of a thing financially with this person. And you'll have to realize that you've seen it before, you've experienced it before, but you're not remembering the experience, so you want to pay attention to that. There is a likelihood of this particular moment that you might sabotage yourself and get yourself involved in something you had no intentions of being involved in. This could be paying for them to do something that you didn't really want to do, or some other way you're going to end up doing something that kind of shoots yourself in the foot. You're like, oh man, what have I done? So just be aware, this is what's coming, and you can be better prepared this week and make new decisions because you're getting this information a little bit beforehand, and I hope that it will help you be better prepared. All right, we'll go in depth at the end. This card here is talking about the 7th through the 13th. Yes, the foundation of your finances is going to be at issue this particular week. I hope that you haven't over-invested in your friend so that you are not in a position to take care of yourself. We talked about financial balance being kind of a big thing this month. So pay attention to what you've done, watch your finances, make sure your money is doing what it's supposed to do. You're not going to feel very empowered this week, so you're not going to be in control of how things go anymore. So be aware you're not as strong as you think you are in this particular moment. The foundation of your power is shaking, okay? But you do have this wonderful thing here where you have your solution is family money. You will be able to take care of whatever you need to using family money. Keep in mind that there's strings attached somehow, and you will need to double check and verify what those strings are and how they act, because you don't want to get yourself in this silly old pickle over this situation, right? So just sort of look at what it is, what the money is, who your people are, who your family is, and what's going on with this, okay? So that the family money becomes a question mark for this situation, all right? It can be a benefit. It can help you solidify your finances, which would be super cool, but remember you're not 100% in charge, so that could be a question. Now then, we're moving on over to the 14th through the 20th, and all by gosh and golly, look at this. You have the Empress, which means you can wish for anything you want to at this time. let the universe know what you need, and it will come to you serendipitously, okay? This is a wonderful time for you to get money and other things and other wonderful, lovely benefits to your life. Whatever you need, just let the universe know, and it'll all start to show up. So this is good news. Love that for you, especially when things felt a little funky over here. This card here is talking about how you're blocked this particular week. There's going to be somebody, a male energy person is going to want to control what's going on around you here, which is super annoying, of course. So this fellow wants to be in charge. He wants to take charge of a situation. He wants, and yet you're blocked. He's going to block you. Basically, he's going to block you in some way from being as abundant as you can be. He doesn't realize that you could wish that thing into being that he wants to have happen. But, you know, he's going to be that guy who wants to stand in the way. But your solution, of course, is the Nine of Pentacles, showing that this is money that you made yourself, your own personal money that you're working on and working with. It's going to be playing a part in your solution. So using your own money versus family money will be a solution. Obviously, here it's family money, but in the end, it will be your own money. So very interesting. Pay attention to what's going on with all that. We're going to look now at the 21st through the 27th of September. And we are looking at the Ten of Cups. There will be a gathering of family. You'll be feeling the love and the gatheringness and the people coming together in a very nice way. This is a good time to be Hugh and have the good love in your life. Okay, so there's something truly wonderful happening here, and I love it. And wallow around in that awesome love puddle. Okay, this is like a puppy puddle. Very nice. You're feeling the love of the people around you, whether it's your chosen family or your real family. You're feeling it all. Okay, blocked. You're not going to be able to gather people up. You're not going to be able to rally the troops to a whole lot of anything. Either they come or they don't come, okay? You can only make a space available for them, and if they don't want to show up, that's up to them, okay? So don't take it on yourself as if, oh, something went wrong. It's not wrong. It's just not as someone might have expected, all right? And that's okay. Everything is going to be just beautiful. Because we're remembering, your solution is to remember lessons from past relationships. So there will be people who you expected to be somewhere that aren't going to be there, and there are going to be people who you didn't expect to be there that will be there. You know how funny that is? Family is weird. The unexpected people will show up. So be aware and understand what that means for you, and let that be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save these cards off to one side, because that's what I like to do, so we can get to them again later. I never start another week with brand new deck or anything. We always start with the old cards from the overview video and add to them, because we want to build upon it, right? So we're going to use these 3 cards from this overview video for the first week, August 31st through the 6th. And we are adding cards from this beautiful deck, which is called the Tarot of the Abyss. And yes, we used this deck last month for the guiding card, and now we're using it to clarify. So you can see more of these beautiful black and white fine line drawings. So crazy cool. All right, so let's let that information flow in and tell us more about August 31st through the 6th. We talked about the Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's very financially motivated plus struggling, it feels like. It came through as struggling, so pay attention to what that means. They're having question marks about their money, and they may or may not be coming to you to fix it. Keeping your foundation strong, I want you to realize that you can keep a strong personal foundation for yourself, and for your work and for everything else. Things can be solidifying very nicely. So this person could actually be helping you with your finances, which is good news. I like that, better than a hole in the bucket. So while financially concerned, she could be helping you solidify your finances, and that is very good news. Love that. And the Sun is here, showing that you're in a position where you can learn new things. You can open your heart to appreciate new information and integrate the information, realizing that it's going to be useful to you, but you have to ask a lot of questions before you get involved with it. So yeah, I feel like now she's okay. She just changed her whole little outfit into this person as a financially concerned person, but she's also knowledgeable and will teach you stuff that you need to know. So take in as much information as you can, ask her as many questions as you can, and presto changeo, you'll be responsible for that information in the future. So just take notes, all right? So you're taking notes about how to use your finances to create a better foundation for yourself. Everything is good here. Nicely done. We have the Three of Wands showing up in the block department, not remembering lessons from the past. So maybe you've done something similar to this in the past or gotten information from other people in the past and still don't remember that information, or you didn't use it then and you're not going to use this now. Maybe that's a glitch for you. Pay attention to what you did in the past. I know it's a block, but it could also be something that you need to remember, right? Lovers is here to say that your partner in crime is going to have a different opinion about what's going on and will want to say, no, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. And if you are in fact being asked to loan somebody some money, then you can use this as a wonderful excuse to say no. Let it be clear that your partner said, nope, we're not doing that. And it's okay to blame someone else. That'll be okay. Five of Wands is blocked. You're not in a position to gather up a posse of people to help you do whatever it is you need to do. This is a solo project. You're going to be able to work on your own, by yourself, doing your thing, okay? But with the new information, all right? Cool. So this card here is talking about how your solution is, interestingly enough, a sabotage, self-sabotage. So when sabotage shows up as a solution to a problem, there may be something about how what you're getting into may be something you don't want to get into, and the reality that the only way to get out of it without ruining the friendship with the person is to blame the partner. And when you blame the partner's mad at you, and you're like sabotaging your relationship in that way, but knowing that you're also salvaging this relationship by throwing your partner under the bus. I know it's awkward, right? Working toward your dreams and goals is also part of your solution. So pay attention to what your dream and goal is. Maybe explain what your dream and goal is to your partner and let them know that I'm going to do this. I know it's going to look ugly, but I want you to know I'm going to do this. And I'm going to have you be the bad guy or the girl. And once they know what's going on, it won't be as much of a sabotage as it is a play acting moment. And that play acting moment is there to keep you above ground and working toward your actual dream and goal, and you're keeping things solidified. So you're trying to make things right for both sides. And the Four of Cups shows that your heart will be feeling more stable and more complete because you have worked this thing out in your favor. So there will be a little sabotage, yes, but it won't be the same kind of sabotage. I feel like there will be some play acting happening here, Aquarius, where you're play acting that you're unable, oh woe is me, to do the thing you were asked to do because ultimately you were blocked by your partner. Huzzah! And well, yeah, frustration. Oh no, but of course you're making it all up to create a situation where your partner's on board with what you're doing, which is not doing whatever the heck that person wanted you to do, and ultimately you're not doing this. You are doing this, so that's good news. So maybe you will learn something, but you will also end up not doing the thing that got you into a pickle here. Working toward your dreams and goals is super critical in the moment, so staying on point with your dreams and goals and having a solid front in your heart is going to be very important. I like that. Let's get you this beautiful Mystic Forest Oracle card. It will add some new detail to what's going on here for you, Aquarius. they're sticky and slippery. All right, so what did we get? Wild and wonderful. Hello. Why focus on limitations and realism? Breakthroughs and miracles require no linear explanation or method. Unexplainable and illogical magic happens every day. So we're going to try not to worry about whether or not it fits in a box or is explainable in any way, shape, or form. Let the wackadoodle wonderful world of magic enter your life and let the unexplainable take over, all right? So it's a beautiful opportunity. I would love for you to be able to make something happen for everybody that works everything out without having to be a big deal. That would be great. There might be a happy solution mixed up in here, but keep in mind the possible play acting project. Let's get your mystery card, all right? Five of Cups. Ooh, Five of Cups. That's somewhere in the overview, but Five of Cups is here. For this week, you're remembering relationships from the past. Nice. You may not remember lessons right now, but you'll remember relationships, which is going to be very helpful to you. I think the relationship you have with this person is critical in some way. Remember what happened in the past and how you feel about it, and figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it. And if you want to work it through in a different way, come up with a plan, and I think that you can. Okay? Very good. I'm going to go ahead and put this card down here. And I think that, yeah, this is quite an option here. So, cool. All right, you, Aquarius, need a pocket full of rocks. Let's get those rocks right now. All right, we have smoky quartz. We have black obsidian, and we have carnelian. Woohoo! Working the base chakras, my baby. All right, so smoky quartz is a first chakra stone, and it's all about staying grounded and releasing things you don't need anymore, which is cool. Black obsidian is a first chakra stone also. It's going to keep you very, very, very grounded, very earth plane oriented, which is helpful when you're working on your foundations. And of course, it's also pulling away negativity. So if you're feeling negativity coming towards you, whether it's from your friend over here or your spouse, whatever's going on there, all the negativity needs to go away while you work it through, okay? And come up with a happy solution for everybody involved. And don't take on anyone else's negative feelings, because it's not really your stuff, okay? And the third stone is a carnelian, which is a second chakra stone. It's all about creativity and bringing new options and new possibilities to the table. So if you can find a way to be creative in your solutions, after learning this stuff, you might be able to do something more creative with what you're doing, and it will be super helpful in the process, getting towards your dreams and goals and creating a better foundation in your heart, which is super sweet, okay? Because these guys, the Emperor, blocked by a lover, dreams and goals are a solution, and the Four of Cups are working very strongly together, so be aware of that, okay? And keep these stones in your pocket to help you stay creative and open to the possibilities of what to do, okay? And you're grounding, staying very grounded, not getting too weak. Don't get freaked out by any of it, okay? Because it's all going to come together, all right? Okay. Aquarius, my goodness, what a week you're having, all right? It's not a terrible thing. I think there's a lot of opportunity here for you to grow and learn new things, but also remember who you are in the mix. Even though it's kind of blocked, we're talking about it, and we're kind of poking it to remind you to, like, let that little egg of memory shatter and become an omelet, right? Right? We want to break it out. We want to make it something that's good and useful, okay? So the other thing to know is, ta-da, we're doing that thing where we're going to talk about the turtle, all right? So one more time, we're looking for new names for a name for the turtle. So if you haven't put one in the box below in the comments, then do so now. It will be helpful. The other thing, of course, is we'll reveal the name that is chosen in October, but the actual vote takes place at the end of the month. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed yet, it would really help the little channel. And I appreciate you so much. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you guys. If you haven't looked in the description box below, there's all kinds of good things there. There's all the different decks I'm using. You can go to Etsy or Amazon and pick them up there. The other thing you'll find there is a list of all the places I go to do Renaissance fairs. So you can come out in person and wear a costume, get a turkey leg, and come and get a reading from me. That would be super fun. And finally, of course, if you can't make it to the fair, I totally understand. There's a link down there where you can book a private reading over the phone, and I'm going to be there for you in all ways possible. Okay? I thank you all so much for being here. We will talk next week about the 7th through the 13th, and I will see you then. Thank you.